All right, let's talk about the Ready to Fall 12. The first thing I want to mention is the top hook that comes stock that's molded into the bait. I'm gonna get close. So if you look at this distance, this gap right here in the Huddleston baits is perfect. That was no accident. I encourage you to take a look at a lot of the swim baits that have a top hook molded into them, and you'll notice how high this hook will come out. And sometimes it's almost facing down, or there's a ridiculous gap. And that can be a litmus test of, does the company I just bought a bait from know what the heck they're doing or not? I don't touch that hook. Butch Brown cuts that hook off. He's got his own special rigging where he attaches a treble hook. We catch our fish suspended around docks, laydowns, off points. We don't do a lot of bottom dragging, and my suspicion with Butch's rig is they're dragging the bottom a lot more often than we are. So first and foremost, when it comes to the Ready to Fall 12 and 16, I think it's critical to understand this. This hook is key. We get a lot of fish in the boat because of that hook. I don't recommend touching it, sharpening it, anything. Don't bend that gap out. Leave it alone. So the Ready to Fall 12, I think hands down, is the bait that's caught the most, the biggest, and it's just the most versatile of the 8-inch Huddleston baits. You can sink this thing out and fish it. I've caught fish as deep as 25, 30 feet off points. And I've also caught them in 1 foot of water, buzzing a shallow floating dock in the very back of a pocket. You've got that much bait control. And that's a key point, is bait control. You can swim this thing upward and keep it running parallel, or you can sink it out and keep it running parallel. But the bladder and the weighting system of this 12 is absolutely magical. And that is just a key thing to understand about the Huddleston baits. These baits are very technical. They were designed and developed with a lot of thought, meditation, and just, insight. So if I was to buy one Huddleston and one Huddleston only, it'd be a Ready to Fall 12. This is the bait I throw, I'd say 90% of the time. It's that much a part of my go-to baits when I'm chasing the trout eaters. This bait there's almost virtually nothing you can't do with this bait. I can fish it over grass. I've got the ability to fish this thing in and around grass. I can reel it, over a grass bed, stop it and drop it into a hole, bring it back out. Very, very versatile. As well, I can throw this thing out next to a big concrete wall, sink it down. In this case, I'm gonna let it go nose down. I'm giving it slack line just to get it down, maybe to 12 or 15 feet. But when I reel it out, that's where I'm gonna have it be running that perfect horizontal, maintaining that 12 or 15 foot depth the entire time. I don't want it tracking upward as it's coming toward me. I want to keep it at that strike zone depth I'm trying to make the bait run at. And that's why the 12 is just such an effective bait. So we rig it with our trap hooks on the bottom, something that obviously we go into detail on to show you. But the Ready to Fall 12, this is the one. Can't say enough about this bait. It's changed my fishing. It's changed my outlook on lure design, my understanding of swim baits and big baits. I could literally, if I were to guess how many, I'd say I've caught 1,000 fish on this bait, approximately.